Hello, friends. Welcome to my perspectives. My name is Iyah. In Nigeria, a country that is obsessed by rice, this is my take today. When a government talks more about rice than talks about its farmers, something is off. When the headlines scream about rice pyramids, self sufficiency in rice or rice mills opening across the nation, yet the average Nigerian can afford a bag of for their family. We have to ask what's really cooking behind the pot. Rice has become the government's favorite prop, a symbol of supposed progress, a convenient distraction from the empty plates of poverty. They weaponize the price of rice as a political scoreboard, measuring economic growth not by productivity, not by jobs or industrial output, but how much bag of rice now costs during election seasons. But let's be honest with ourselves, those numbers just don't simply add up. Let's compare countries like Vietnam, Thailand, and even India. These are nations that export rice globally, invest in farmers, not propaganda. Their government build irrigation, protect rural communities, and support access to credit and technology. Nigeria, on the other hand, talks endlessly about import bans and local production. While insecurity drives farmers off their land, what's the worth of a policy when thousands of hectares lie uncultivated because it's too dangerous to farm? Yes, it's too dangerous to farm there. How many farmlands in Benue, Plateau, Zamfara have been abandoned due to violence? How many farmers have been switched from planting to fleeing? And yet, every few months, the government announces a bumper harvest as if these ghost farms are producing miracles. Let's speak plainly. The Nigerian government's obsession with rice is less about agriculture and more about optics. They parade rice as a symbol of self reliance, but behind the scenes, whispers persist that they are covertly subsidizing rice through indirect imports, flooding the market with cheaper foreign grains just long enough to crash prices before elections. Temporary relief for the people, permanent deceit from the top. And this is sad. Economic growth in real terms should reflect on productivity, should reflect on infrastructure and income, not in the price of the bag of rice, because a country can cook its way out of poverty by manipulating markets. When people can't afford to eat, when the roads to farms are unsafe, when inflation eats through every household's budget, what exactly is growing? This is not growth, it's gaslighting. The poor are being managed, not empowered. The narrative of rice progress is a tool of control, a way to convince people that their suffering is part of a noble journey to self sufficiency. But we see through it all. We are not foolish. We are not daft. We are highly educated. The Nigerian government must be asked directly, especially now that we just read that the Minister of Finance just announced that the price of rice have come down. How many farmlands are left uncultivated because of insecurity? These are my questions. What's the actual yield per hectare across the northern and middle belt regions compared to the claims on paper? And who exactly benefits from these so called import bans? The warehouses of politically connected businessmen never run dry of rice and foreign goods. If rice truly represents progress, then progress has failed to feed the nation. This time around, it has come to stop measuring development by the illusion of cheap rice and start measuring it by the dignity of people who grow it and the truth of those who govern them. Friends, this is my short take about the propaganda of rice. Rice is not the problem of Nigerians. Nigerians need more than rice. And when you see a government continuously come out to measure economic progress based on the price of the bag of rice, when this particular government of today came into power, a bag of rice was, I'm sure, barely 28,000, if not less. And now you're telling me that the bag of rice price has crashed from 125 thereabout to 80 something thousand. These guys should be ashamed of themselves. But this is Nigeria where anything happens. And this is my perspectives. No bricks, no deception, just truth on the table. And if you like this message of mine, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and share with your friends. Until next time, I say bye for now.